All right, let me see if I get this done right here. Okay, DTN Living Life. October the 9th, I think, or 10th, something like that. It's on a Monday morning. Making a delivery here to RV place in Brownfield, Texas. And I got here and started to detach the car, and I ran into this little problem. Let me see if I can get some lights on here. There we go. My lock, the inside cylinder part, inside here, is missing. So, the lock itself will not come off. It is stationary. So I have to get some bolt cutters and cut this off. I can still detach the car because I'll disconnect this one here and this whole piece will drop out, and that way it'll stay attached to the car, and I'll get some bolt cutters and then I can finish detaching the car and doing that. But yes, it is nighttime, and well, it's 7:38, I think, something like that. Let me see here. It is 7:44. So yes, it is still dark here. 7:44 Eastern time. Let me itemize that. Yes, and it's foggy, very foggy. Just to give you an idea how foggy it is, like right there, you can't even see the RVs at the other end of this lot. Okay, it disappears into the fog. The light down there you can see through, but yet you cannot see that there's RVs that goes all the way across this drive, up both sides and so forth. So yeah, and we're only talking, I think this lot's probably a football field, maybe football field and a half, and you can't see the other end. But yeah, so it's definitely foggy out. Driving in it this morning, just to touch base. Let me get my camera set up correctly. So yes, it's still recording. The driving in the fog, the highway said 75 miles an hour. I slowed down to probably 45, 50 miles an hour and turned on my four-way flashers. Four-way flashers is not for me to see where I'm going. It's for people behind me that can't see my taillights. If you're driving and the person's taillights in front of you disappear 100 yards up the road, then you know you need to be able to be seen from somebody else coming up on you. Otherwise, you could get rear-ended. So, turn on your flashers. It allows people to see you. It may give an extra 200 yards. So now you can be seen at 300 yards. No, it's always great to have on the four-way flashers and fog because you want to be seen. Okay? But that also means you got to be cautious in switching lanes because nobody sees a blinker. They see two blinkers. All right. There's my rant on driving in fog and what's going on this morning. Peace, love, and jelly beans, people. Be safe out there. Alrighty, so I arrived this morning and I made a video of this already, so I'm going to add this to it, part 2. This is the concrete pad I'm supposed to park on, and when I called on Friday, the guy says, yeah, park it on the concrete pad, you'll see it out in the middle of the lot. All right, I'm standing here in the middle of the lot, and on the concrete pad, as you can tell, and you can see all the units around, there's a few units already on here. But the unit that I drove here, I parked next to the building this morning. Let me walk over there to it, because as you can tell, at, what time is it now? 8:47 Eastern time, so that makes it 7:47 here. Sun's already up. No, I looked up on the thing and sun came up at 7:24. So yeah, sun's up, but this is what you see at a few minutes of 8 this morning. Okay, I couldn't even tell that the door was open on the shop there. So yeah, definitely, it is a pad that's out in the middle of the lot here. Nice size lot. They got a nice little setup. they do have hookups over here. I'm going to ask if I deliver here again, can I back up to one of the hookups and stay the night here if I get here early like I did last night, instead of staying at the Pilot. No, it'd be a definite difference. Hopefully it's not as foggy as it is today, but hey, what do you expect? So right there's the unit that I got to move now, but that gives you an idea how foggy it is here. And like I stressed earlier in the first video, I'll say it again. When you're driving, you want to drive in this type of fog with your flashers on. Be cautious of switching lanes because people don't know where you're going. And a lot of people find it odd that you're driving with flashers on. That's so they can see you from a longer distance. All right? The world has changed. Everybody's, what about me? What about me? Well, here's the truth. It's always going to be what you can do for others. Okay? And if you can do something to help them out to see you, you're doing something for you at the same time. So there's my point. A lot of people don't agree with me. Tough shisky you all. It's the way I look at it. No, everybody knows me. Knows I'll say it like I see it. Doesn't make it right, doesn't make it wrong. It's the way Tex sees it. I can be changed, but yet at the same time, when I'm doing something that is putting somebody else first, you're not going to change my mind very easily. So make it very convincing if you want to change me. I am the Redneck Rebel. Talk to you. Peace, love, and jelly beans.